Yo, what the fuck is good?
Yo, what's good? What's good? This is Geo. I'm here.
We're at the Break Oleg podcast. Hold on, let me fix this up a little bit.
Like this.
This way.
There you go.
But yeah, man, hold on. Let me do the music over here. Let me lower it. And as you guys could hear, it's a windy day, and we are out here in Long Beach, New York.
Yep, Lido Beach.
You know what I'm saying? It's really nice. We got the train behind us.
So if you're trying to get out here to Lido, just get that train.
You know what I'm saying? What is that? The LIRR right there?
Yeah, that yep.
And
I don't know what stop this is, but I tell you this much: it's only a block away from the beach, the catwalk. You got Burger King for all those ladies who trying to do their nails before they go to the beach or after the beach. You got the nail salon too.
They got everything over here. Yo, they got a White Castle over here.
They got the Rite Aid too in case you get sick. Boom.
Boom. Or you need a Plan B or something, whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? You go straight to Rite Aid. You get what you need. Oh shit. Whatever. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Hold on. I gotta get it. Hold on, guys. We'll be right back because this is what happens at the Break Oleg podcast. We're fucking dealing with elements.
Yeah. Man, as you can see the paint that's in the back, sooner or later, those shits will be flying out too. That's how windy it is. But it's all good because we got the birds flying around, ready to take whatever we drop.
Those shits will be flying because they're fucking fly as fuck, guys. Take a look at this. This is Geo's work over here. He's with Envelopecityink. And, yo, take a look. The work speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? We out here, trunk popping,
Yes,
beautiful
man.
artwork.
Thank you. I am Envelopecityink. For those who don't know, my name is Geo. Again, I'm Envelopecityink. And it's crazy because Envelopecityink came when I was 17. You know what I mean? I was 17 years old. I had gotten incarcerated. And at that time, I didn't know what to do. I started doing envelopes, bro, I mean, I don't know if you ever been on...
You know what? I didn't know that part of your story, that's how you started, was drawing on envelopes when you were incarcerated. That's actually fascinating. Tell us more about...
Well, when I was 17 years old, and it was crazy because, I grew up in the Bronx, I'm from the Bronx. I moved out to Queens. And during my time in Queens, I started getting around Colombians and my family, so I started doing the family business, if I will, right? If I say,
La Familia.
And during that time, again, I was young, stupid, ignorant, didn't know shit. I just knew how to make money the easy way, which was a stupid way. So I got incarcerated, and during my time in there, started seeing all these people coming in now like nothing, bro. Like the shit was a hotel, Let me go in this week, come back next week. Like it was all Gucci and shit. So my ass didn't want to go back. So I had to find a way to make sure I didn't come back. And the reason I went in there the first time was because of money. So I had to find a way that I could make money without, worrying about police or anything like that. So I learned how to draw. And in prison, people felt that envelopes, I felt in prison that envelopes were more like, like a relaxation, you know what I mean?
I think that's because... I get it, because in prison, that's like what they let you get there, because you could write letters and stuff like that. Yeah. So, like, I'm sure some people probably asked you to, like, draw things for them or, like, that, you know what I mean?
Well, it was different, right? Because nobody asked me to do shit. It was more what they saw me doing. So I started seeing everybody else drawing cards and doing this, and I started doing my research on Hallmark American Greetings,
I'll just hold it up a little bit close. There we go.
Hallmark American Greetings, and I started looking at these two companies making billions of dollars, by selling art. So I started seeing all these inmates, paying $1 for these envelopes. I'm like, bro, can you imagine if I market that one outside? But yeah, I started doing 50 a week. I would do 50 envelopes a week. At the end of the week, they would come to my cell. They'd be like, yo, what you got for me, Geo? And I would have this one guy. He used to buy like 8 or 9 of them at a time.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? Or 14 sometimes.
Was that like your first collector, you would say?
Yeah. And, and you're crazy because a lot of these people got like 3 or 4 girls coming at them. You know what I mean? Like visit after visit. So to me, I was like, all right, whatever. But you know what? When I saw people receiving mail, that's when you knew the value of these mails, because everybody was always shouting, oh, look what my girl got, look what my girl got. It was like, it was better than grabbing a phone, you know what I mean? It was better than taking that phone and just dialing and calling your people. But knowing that somebody out there actually cared enough to write a letter, bro, that was when, you knew. So I learned how to draw in my envelopes in jail. And I call myself Envelope City because I did everything in envelopes. I had a city of art, and everything I did was in ink. Everything, you know what I mean? Like, even all this is ink. Believe it or not, my book, I started doing my book because that's the thing. When I came out of jail, my mind was, sell my envelopes, because people wanted to write. But little did I know that was bullshit, because when I got home, people were using cell phones, you know what I mean? So I got locked up when I was 17.
What years was this?
Well, I got locked up when I was, it was 1999, I was 17, you know what I mean? And I came home when I was 26, so,
Damn.
Yeah, I was gone for a long time. But you know what? It was the best time of my life. Not in my life, but it was something that I learned how to become a man in, I learned how to become a man, because once you go in there, you can't act like a little bitch, because that's it.
Right.
Once you do that, you belong to another. So automatically, right there and then, you just gotta give it all you can. Even if you lose a fucking fight, who cares?
You gotta fight. You gotta fucking fight.
It's not even about fighting. It's just about people trying to test you. You know what I mean? And it's not even that person testing you. It's somebody else sending that person.
You can't be disrespected, but you can't let somebody disrespect you.
You automatically gotta go in there with the attitude that I might die tonight. You know what I mean? It is what it is. This might be the end of me. You know what I mean? So, that was the mentality I had in there. But coming home, I was just excited, and I never gave up. You know what I mean? Even though the envelopes didn't work out, I pulled it to the side. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe one day. So I put them in the NFTs. They're in my NFTs as well. But this book, I started doing this book because this book is basically, each of these are a page of my book. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Pro. Pop.
You know what I just realized?
MC.
Okay, never mind. I had a little bit of a auto tune on it. That's how I was listening. I was like,
yeah, man. But yeah, each of the book, each of my canvases is a part of my book. Like for instance, this one, which is that one behind you, and I called that Dream. And the reason
show it to the camera. Show it to the camera.
Yep. I call that Dream. Right? And the reason I call that Dream is because, you know what I mean, of what I said about it, right? So basically I'm describing something in someone that I saw at once. So her looks are taunted, but be not wanted. She's smooth and cool, but be not fooled. She's cruel and spiteful, who looks for Michaels, no matter who, as long as they're fools. Exploring that tool, she finds her mule, wanting in heaven what you never had, can cause pain, suffering, and all that's mad. Seeking pleasure from every man, her mission is simple, and that's a fact. Trap as many as she can, clean them out of all they have, set them free and hope they last. Dream again, walk at last. Basically, this is a gold digger to you guys, you know what I mean? It's a woman who's trying to take everything from you, but all you see when you see her is her beauty, you know what I mean?
It's
good, So at the end of the day, it's just me giving people a little of what I went through or what we go through in life, in I guess in a riddle way. But yeah, I love art, I love designing, and I also make my art even trippier. Why? Because now I use this app, it's called Artivive.
It puts it to life?
Yeah, you want to see? We're going to do this right now. We're going to do this with my book, and I'm going to out him right now. You're going to love this. So the app is called Artivive. That's Artivive. 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 So it's going to be a camera. Just regular camera. You take that camera, and here, take it, and
boom.
You'll see. You ready?
Well, you got to put it to the...
No, just stay right there. It'll come up. I don't know why it's not coming up. And put it here.
Oh.
I don't know. It's coming. I think it's acting up. But you know what? Do it to those. Because maybe it's the light.
Boom.
Look at that.
It's alive.
That. Yeah, So this would have been right here. This one I haven't put it on yet, but I got that one, They're all going on.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a good thing. But yeah, And this is what I do, brother. I just do art, man,
It's fucking beautiful. It's what got you into NFTs? What was the thing that pushed you to make it digital?
What got me into NFTs was I met some people, and I started knowing about NFTs for a minute because many people were telling me about it. I just wasn't, ready to, take my art there yet. You know what I mean? Because of the technical issues and all that. But other than that, it was more like, bumping into it, loving it, and I always tell everybody out there, don't think that NFT is just you putting your work on the platform itself and walking away and expecting people to buy it. Mm-hmm. It's more like putting your work get in Twitter. Twitter should be your number one resource, because without Twitter, you're not going to get the community you're looking for, man. You know, you need that community. Without that community, there's no support. Take it from me, you know what I mean? The community's been behind me, and I love this Twitter community. They're always looking out. They're always there. We just did an event, April 30th.
Yeah,
event.
that was
you
amazing.
There. Yeah,
Dude.
you saw what we did. And that was a community-based event. So understand that Twitter should be your number one source to get into the NFT. You know, get into one of these spaces. Don't worry about it on Discord or none of that now. Get into your spaces. It's free. It's, you know, you don't have to be invited. You can just go up in there, listen to these people, educate yourself, talk to them, request talk, you know, and find your own community. Once you find your community, bro, you'll be happy, bro. You'll be like, wow, you know, because all the things they talk about, it's like, you know, you become financially free there. Why? Because they're giving you the right tools to do that.
Right, and they're linking the people that have the means to kind of put the links together, you know?
Yeah. Because without the people, you're not going to get nowhere, you know? It's not what you know, it's who you know. Who you know will get you to the places that you need to be at.
It's interesting because it's kind of something that I've learned similar with like art and comedy. So the two parallels of my worlds.
Yeah.
So like with art, you know, you can be the best artist, you can draw whatever you want, but if you want to be a professional, you have to have collectors. You have to have somebody that's like willing to put the money in to buy the work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And similar thing with comedy is like you need to have people that are going to come buy tickets to come see you, because if you don't have people that are going to come see you, you're not going to do too well. You could be the best comedian, you know, you could be great, but you're not probably going to be able to be professionally, financially free unless you're selling tickets, you're making some sort of, you know?
No, yeah, that's why you're your own marketer, you know. In this business, you're your own marketer, your own PR, you know, your own publicist, you're your own everything. The NFT is a way to become your own boss, you know. But during this process, you're going to learn a lot of things that you need to be that, you know. And once you get that money, you know what I mean, be smart. Don't be buying no tin, no clothing, no none of that, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Just put that money into people that's going to make you more money, right? Because the whole point is to get a good team, you know. If the team ain't fun, nothing is going to go right. So you got to, you know, number one, you got to trust the people you're with, you know.
That's a major lesson, I think, with everything is that you can't do it yourself.
No, yeah, you can't do shit yourself.
The more you do it, you're just going to exert yourself. You have to have the right people in the right sort of space to help you along the way.
Yeah, that's a fact. You can't do nothing yourself. I mean, you could try, you know, many people actually do it, but at the end of the day, they may think they did it themselves, but they're still paying people to help them do certain parts. So regardless of what, you're still doing it with people. So nothing in life is easy, but it is possible with the right people behind you, you know. So
everything's you need the right team. That's the key to life. You need the right team. You got to be in the right tribe. You got, you know, same thing if you were in the wilderness alone. Wolves are in packs. There's a reason why wolves are in packs. So you know,
only the strong survives, right? You know what I mean? And let me tell you something, man. If you're an artist and you're just sitting there wishing for shit to happen, you know, believe me, that shit ain't happening. You know, God is good, but He's gonna test you, and He's not gonna give you something easy when you ask for it. He's gonna make it impossible, but not impossible, you know. Impossible for you to become better through trials and tribulations. You know, I went through so much shit in my life, bro. I always tell people, the day I make it, there's gonna be people gonna say, man, I wish I was you. Like, no, you don't want to be me, bro, because I went through so much shit in my life that, you know, you probably would have gave up.
It's funny. You know, I always say this thing. It's like, yo, be careful what you ask for, because you're going to get it.
Yeah.
You're just not going to get it the way you think you got it.
Yep. You're going to get it, but behind that, you know, there's going to be shit that is going to be hurt.
You're going to pay the price. Nothing is free.
But you wonder why rich people, like when they, you know, born rich, you know what I mean? The reason some of these people don't give money or don't give a fuck about poor people, because they never understood what it is to be poor.
Yep.
They don't know what it is to be living in your car or sleeping in the street or walking 100 blocks to get to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Taking a train for hours, getting to the spot for them to tell you, no, you don't have, no, there's no work today, so you got to go home again. You know what I mean? So, you know, you don't understand the struggle until you've been there. When you've been there, you know, and you understood those, and, you know, believe me, once it's your turn, you'll be so happy to give it back because you've been there, you know how it feels. This is why I'm eager to help people. But I know I can't help nobody unless I help myself first.
Number one, you got to secure, what is it they say on the airplane or whatever it is, secure your mask first or whatever it is.
That's right.
You got to, And also, it's interesting that you say that, because it goes on a whole different type of, because I also have friends that are like, they're not doing too good, but they're the first ones to try to help some, like, and it's all turns messy because it's like, dude, take care of your business first, get yourself in a good place, and then you can actually help others. Otherwise, you're just, you know,
Yeah, you
struggling.
can't. You try to help people, and next thing you know, you don't have no money to help yourself. And then once you help those, who knows if they even help you? You know, what I mean?
Right.
Some people are there just to take advantage. You know, acting like
Yep.
they're all nice and shit, until you don't have nothing else to offer them. Then they dip on you.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
when you ask them for money or ask them for help, they're looking at you like you're stupid. Like,
Yeah,
what?
like, well, I don't have anything.
Yeah,
What do you
like,
want?
like- so my suggestion and my, you know, what I would tell people is, you know, make sure you work on you. Figure out who you are as a person, you know. I figured out who I am in the worst spot, in prison. And I was only at 17. I don't know what it is to be 18, 19, 21, going in a store, saying, I got my ID, I could buy something. I don't know what the fuck is a problem. I don't know none of that shit, you know what I mean? But I understand that, you know, being taken away from your family for those that you love was the worst, you know. Like, that shit hurt me for a very long time. But you know what? It made me a better man. It made me a physical man, you know. I'm humble, you know. I'm a humble leader. I don't try to take advantage of nobody. I'm more like, you know, let me help you, you know. And I don't charge people. I always tell people, listen, this is education that was given to me for free through a Twitter spot, you know. Like, let me give you what they gave me, you know. So, yeah.
It's crazy how. What do you feel about Elon Musk buying Twitter now?
I love it. I think that was a good move. You know what I mean? You had the owner of Twitter before who was not crypto enthusiast. He didn't like crypto, period. So, you know, for Elon Musk to take it, you know, it's just another piece to his puzzle, because Elon Musk is a big puzzle, and obviously he's putting all those pieces together from the Boring Company. I don't know if you know what the Boring Company is.
Oh yeah, that's where he's putting the holes in the ground.
No, what he's doing.
Oh, with the gun,
No,
right?
no. The Boring Company, it's tunnels underground.
Yeah, the LA tunnels. But
Yeah.
also they released the gun, the flamethrower.
Yeah, he did the flamethrower. Yeah, I know he did that flamethrower, but you know, that was more like, you know, let's do this.
He made like $5 million off the most simplest fucking little thing. Like,
Well, that is Elon Musk. It was not that he made the money. It was more that it was Elon Musk, and Elon Musk, you know, he's just that person. He has millions of people following him. You know what I mean? But you think about what he's doing from the flamethrower and all that. Listen, we're all guinea pigs, and not in a bad way. We're all guinea pigs to what he's doing. His master plan is to get to Mars. We
Yep.
know we can't live on the surface, so we got to figure a way to live underground, transport each other, right? There goes the Boring Company. What else did he do?
That's interesting.
He did the cars that could be, you know,
Self-driving.
self-driving through the sun. That's another thing. Now what he's doing, he did the spaceship where he could actually bring that spaceship back in the ground in moving water, and the moving, you know, it's moving as it's coming down, and land on the target in the ocean. That is good, because think about how many people are going to be able to go up and down to Mars, like an elevator, right? And then you got and then right now, I don't know if you know that he just did his robots, the Tesla robots. So, you know what I mean? Those going to be the ones going to be walking Mars or doing whatever they want for us. You know, it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen iRobot, where Will Smith.
Yeah,
there you
yeah,
go. iRobot is about to come to you, but it's Elon Musk robots.
Yo, AI has gotten really fucking smart right now. Do you know how smart it's gotten? So like, let's say you take a picture on the street, right? And let's say you have a sticker on something,
Yeah.
and your sticker says, you know, Geo or Envelopecityink on it. The camera recognizes it. So now when you Google search that name, those pictures will pop up.
Yeah, yeah.
And it could literally be the tiniest little sticker in a whole picture on a corner, and the camera recognizes the
AI recognition, that's right, and they can recognize you too. You know what I mean?
They know who you are, they know everything.
They know
so.
who you are, what you're about, what you're here, you know. And you know, this is the good thing about technology, right? I mean, if you're not trying to hide shit, don't worry about it. But if you are trying to hide shit, yeah, you should worry about it. You know what I mean? See, with me, I'm just trying to live life, you know, trying to be financially free through what I love doing, you know. And I put a lot of work. I put a lot of time into my work. I go out, I speak to people, you know. I mean, if I don't do it, nobody's gonna do it,
Dude,
right?
see, I didn't know you were incarcerated. I thought
Yeah.
you just that's inspirational, dude.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
extremely inspirational, man.
Yeah,
that you
know,
kind of
I try, bro. You know, I mean, living, you know, growing up when I grew up, I know a lot of people had their stories, but, you know, and I always tell people, you know, this is what NFT is about. You are your own NFT. What you bring to the table is pieces of you.
It's
you
why
know?
people buy the art.
Exactly.
It's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
this is literally like this is your soul on a canvas right here. This is like what.
And it's crazy because again, each piece, defines something different. Like with her, like I said, she's a gold digger, but we over here looking at her body. Oh my God, how sexy! But you don't really look at the face or what she's about. You know what I mean?
You
And
look
then
at the
this
beauty.
and this is how she leaves us. They leave us all crying and shit when we don't got nothing. And this is me right here. Fear no one but yourself. Fight those who find those who stand in your way. Protect those who can't. Teach those who need lessons. Life is pain, so are we. We just try to be better. So we're not trying to hurt nobody. We're just trying to be creative, bro. It's like when I see your art, bro, I'm fascinated. I'm like, wow, this is dope.
Man.
You know what I mean? You are great. This guy's a great
Thank
artist,
you,
bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it.
I love your art. You know what I mean? This is why. I'm honored to be here with you as well, bro. You know what I mean?
Likewise, dude.
I
Likewise.
think once you get into that NFT world, bro, people are gonna be like, woo, and you're a talkative person too, and you're a comedian. We need some more comedians in this NFT world. Why?
Yeah, man.
Because people need to laugh, bro, and laugh is beautiful, bro.
I think it's interesting because like. Why is it that you have to be one thing? Why you know what I mean? Like people pigeonhole themselves as like, oh, I'm a comedian, and I know that a lot of artists, they do other things. Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's people who paint that also play a musical instrument, that also rap, that also do this. There's like so many outlets that one person. Because if you're a creative, you're a creative. One thing probably doesn't satisfy your appetite. You got to do a bunch of shit. And why can't we like showcase our talents? You know what I'm saying? Why do I have to be only a comedian? Why do I only have to be an artist? I do all of it. You know what I mean? So it's like.
Yeah, that's why. This is why I feel like that's why I do a lot of it too. Like with me, I self-taught myself photography, videography, editing. I self-taught myself Photoshop, Illustrator, because I knew that, and if I wanted to get those things behind there on a shirt, I knew I had to vectorize them, right? Because these are pixelated. Every time you stretch something, you start seeing all these little square boxes. You don't want that. You know what I mean? You want to see one solid color. So I had to learn that, right? So then I started self-teaching myself other things. I draw from my phone.
Yeah, he was showing me before that. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how they've gotten it that you can literally create such a fucking detailed picture on a screen. What is it, like 4 inches by 2 inches or whatever it is?
Yeah. But it gives you that effect, like you holding a big ass canvas in your hand, because now you're able to zoom in, zoom out. Paint. Do whatever you got to do to get the attention. Not the attention, get that vision you're trying to put out there. With me, I always tell people that my art is just a feeling that I went through. That's how I'm able to capture these moments in my life. It's like my cat. That's beautiful, man. It's like my cat. People don't see it, but this cat just finished smoking a blunt. No lie. See that? He just finished smoking a blunt. A mouse.
Oh shit! Yeah, I see it.
He's in that munchy phase. So what happens when you're in the munchy phase? When we hungry as fuck and we eat munchies, we start thinking about so many different things that don't make sense, right? Mm-hmm. And you're talking about crazy shit, like what the fuck am I just thinking about? And in his case, right, you see a meteor right here hitting the water, little people running, the aliens dropping their people, and so on and so forth. But you start seeing a lot of trippy shit, and that's what I say right here. You see that? It's the meteor hitting the water, buildings burning, little people running. And this is on ebooks. So on ebooks, what do you do on ebooks? You get to zoom in and out. Mm-hmm. So when you zoom in this, you see this
little details.
This.
Wow.
Yeah. So you start seeing the building, the alien dropping their people.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
oh shit.
Yeah. So it's like a whole story in the beginning. You know what I mean? And it was like a wheel, people playing, a guy holding the thing. It's like so many different things in the cat itself. But he's high as fuck. He's not, you know what I mean? What he's thinking about makes no sense, even to us who look at it like, what the fuck?
Dude, it's crazy because, you look at the artwork and you kind of you're like, yo, that shit is dope just because it's a cool graphic. Yeah. But then when you hear the backstory behind it, it's like, oh shit, there's all these little things that you don't even notice. And then when you notice them, you can't not see them anymore, man. And
I'll tell you this much, if you get that book, it's on Amazon as Envelopecityink. That's ENVELOPE. C as in cat, I-T-Y, that's city, I-N-K for ink.
And I'll put it on the screen right now, guys. You better fucking go get it. You better go get it,
And once you get this, you download Artivive, bro, you'll start seeing something different here. And I'm going to show him what I mean by that. And he's going to, I don't know why it didn't work before, but You know.
So that's what they got to download, the auto vibe. That's
Yeah.
the what is
Yeah.
it called? The augmented reality
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Look.
Oh,
Oh, my book must have come over here to me. Here. Look at that. Look,
boom.
look at it.
Oh shit, we got
Is it?
are those diamonds?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Show.
That-
Does it still?
No,
go?
you can't. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna record it.
Yeah. That's what you do. Do a recording and then send it to me,
Yep,
and then I'll
alright.
put it on the screen.
Yep. And this is what you're gonna see as you look at it. See? And you go down. Boom.
Boom.
So now, so this is what you see. I don't know if you can see it, but this is what you're seeing on the book if you put it. And each page shows a different artwork. You know?
It's dope.
Yeah. So, you know, so it gives you more than the book itself. It gives you the NFT feel in your hands. And each page, you know, does the same thing. And I got a few more pages here, you know, like I said, my art is trippy as fuck.
I love that you give a description of each piece so that you really let
Yeah.
people know what the fuck is going on over
Yeah,
here.
because this one, you know, it's like I'm telling you something that is maybe, you know, not negative, but maybe something for you to be aware. It's like a warning.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm giving you my afterthought.
That's interesting,
You know what I
dude.
mean? So I'm letting you see what you read, and this is the afterthought of what I'm trying to, you know, tell you to not do or do.
Even can I tell you, these descriptions are like little poems on their own, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just looking at it, it's like actual poems.
Yeah, and I did, and you know, my thing is published, Christian Faith Publishing.
That's awesome, dude.
And
It's
my-
official.
Yeah, and they didn't want to change not one word. Like, we can't change nothing because there's nothing we could change because it's unique. It's we can't change it. I'm like, I don't need you to change anything. I just want you to put it into a book.
That's
You know,
awesome.
if I wanted to change it, I would have told you that. No, so nothing was changed other than the parentheses, you know. But yeah, you know, and like this one, she runs from shame, full of pain, bruised up and insane. She sprints away, hoping to find what wasn't left behind. You gotta understand that a lot of women that cheat on their men, you know what I mean? They think it's because they're miserable or they're not happy, but it's more because they're running from things they're not. You know?
Hey,
You
Doc.
like with cakes, right?
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fucking fine. What
yeah.
the hell y'all doing?
Yeah, what's good?
Fucking hot.
Yo,
I'm Snoop.
Yeah,
I'm
what's
Robbie.
yeah,
I'm
what's
Mr.
good?
Russell.
Yo, what's good, brother? You know what I
I'm
mean?
Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn.
Yeah.
There's Tommy Gunn over here, brother.
Don't show my face.
Oh man, you're already on the mirror, bro. This
Alright.
is live. Yeah, this is live, brother.
Yo,
You on live right now.
you y'all know about MF Doom?
Nah, man. You know what I mean?
Long Beach.
Nah, what?
Strong Beach.
Strong Beach. Wait, what's that? What's Strong Beach? That's Strong Beach right here. This is
Go
Long
by
Island Beach.
McDonald's, the rock says Strong Beach.
Strong Beach. There you go.
MF Doom.
There you go.
Tommy
You
Gunn,
heard that.
Represent.
You heard that. Tommy Gunn from Long Beach.
Remember KMD?
Nah, man,
Remember
yo.
Gas Face?
Nah, my
You
brother.
ain't know no hip
Nah,
hop?
my brother. I'm an artist. You don't see?
Okay,
That's what I
I'm
do.
an artist too.
Yeah, you're a hip hop artist. I'm a visual
Yeah,
artist. There you go.
I
Yeah.
told my boy, I said, what the hell they doing over there? I want to check it out.
No, I'm an artist. That's
Yo,
what I
Geo,
do.
what's your name, God?
I'm Geo, bro. Envelope.
Geo?
Yep. Geo Envelopecityink, brother.
it's good, Ogie.
Hey, brother,
Nice to
what's
meet you,
your
brother.
name?
Ogie.
Okay, he's an artist.
I'm
We
feeling
artists,
what y'all
brother.
doing, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? We artists, bro. That's what we do.
Best location in summer.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Walk on shit.
Yeah, we were trying to do the boardwalk, but
Too
you know
windy,
what?
too
It's
windy in that motherfucker.
bro.
It's too windy
Not with the
over there.
mic. Yeah.
Perfect location.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
This is where everybody shows their shit at too.
Yeah,
Oh,
shit. Yeah. Well, you heard that, right? Yeah. All right. Got my logo right there, though. You good?
This is the last time y'all ever see my face today. You see a gangster?
Yeah.
See one.
There you go, people. You heard it there first. I'm loving the
Yo,
the
the
coat.
jacket is
Yeah,
fire.
I'm loving the coat,
The
bro.
jacket is fire, brother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go get it, go get it.
Everywhere. DX, chocolate Jesus.
Yeah, you know. Thanks, bro. Yeah, my
But yeah, man,
brothers.
that's what it
Yeah.
is. That's what filming outside in the elements is all about in New
Yeah,
York. You
man.
never fucking know who's gonna be a guest star on a fucking podcast.
Yeah, we had an ill guest star right now. I was feeling his coat though. You know what
Yeah,
I
that
mean?
shit was
Yo,
fat.
if you get lost, just look at his coat.
Yep,
You'll
yep,
find your way.
You'll find your way.
You know, you can't get lost. Just follow him. You're looking at the map. I should have taken a picture. That
Yeah,
shit.
that shit is.
You know what I mean? My man, I ain't gonna front. He looked like he lost a finger though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw that too. But
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? Listen, it's
Yeah.
we definitely got a hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Listen, COVID's still around, I guess. Whatever. But
yeah, COVID is still around, so you gotta protect yourself. All cause, you know what I mean? People like that approach you, stand the fuck up.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? That's why I had to stand up. So, you know, I couldn't even have that dude on my face.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like I said, you got to be cautious.
Handled it very well. Handled it very well.
Yeah, you know.
We're learning street smarts here on the Break Oleg podcast.
Yeah, you got
though,
to,
so.
bro. Listen, man. If you're going to do podcasts, like he said, if you're going to do podcasts anywhere in the street, you know, just
Gotta be ready.
Ready to be interrupted by anybody and everybody, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
You just got to be humble. But, bro, this was sweet. I enjoyed this, you know? This was what's up, man, you know?
Yeah, man.
Have fun.
You want to start wrapping it up in a few minutes? Get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We're about
How
to go
much?
smoke.
Hell yeah. We got a half hour. You know what, guys?
How about we start somewhere else?
Yeah, we'll do another one. Yeah.
We go somewhere else.
Hell yeah. I think that's a good
walk
idea.
Around, or we can't, yeah, we just, you know what I mean? We go in the car and shit, whatever.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
go smoke. We're going to do a smoke session. How about that?
How about that? Let's do
we're
it.
going to do a smoke session.
We'll be back, guys. We'll
be back.
Bye. And we are back, guys. After some slight interruptions. We're in the car now. We're out of the parking lot.
Yeah, we're in the car now. And what was his name? You know,
Tommy Tommy Gunn? Was it Tommy Gunn?
Real Gun, Tommy Gunn.
Apparently, so the guy that you saw interrupt this podcast was the man who DMX played in Belly.
Yes, and he
the
was
real
very
version.
specific about that too.
He said, "Yo, DMX played me in Belly."
Yeah, he even sang the song, right?
He sang the Method Man song. He sang a whole Method verse.
Oh yeah, Method Man. That's what he sang.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but he had that DMX voice. I ain't gonna front. You know what I mean? When he said that DMX played them and shit, I was like, what? You know, that's what he said, right? DMX played them.
No, I don't know. No, did he say? I
don't know.
He said something about. Oh no, he said Snoop Dogg wants to sign him or something. I think. Or
yeah, you know that's not happening, bro.
I mean, it's probably
I think
not.
Maybe taking his music is about it, but I don't see him signing that man for nothing. But listen, if you got a dream, don't let nobody stop you.
Don't let nobody.
If that's your dream, that's your dream, bro. You know, I always say, you know, we are our own NFT because every NFT has a story, a unique one at that, and everybody's unique. That's what
We're non-fungible.
There you go. You know what I mean?
You can't be funged.
Yeah, there you go. You know?
But some people should go funge themselves.
There you go. Some people.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, but yeah, man, it's still a beautiful day. We're still here in Long Island, Long Beach. Little Beach. We're like a couple of steps away from the water.
Right, we could almost see the water. If we get a little bit closer, we could see the water. We're definitely steps away from the water.
Yeah.
I could see the water. I could see the horizon or something like that from here.
No, I think
that's just
clouds.
Maybe that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, those are clouds.
Yeah, it's probably clouds.
Yeah, those are carrying some rain behind it.
Yeah, it's gonna rain for the rest of the week. Yeah. So we caught a good day to get out and get it done. But yeah, dude. Thank you so much for doing the podcast. It's been fucking real, man. It's been a great fucking afternoon. We're out here fucking, you know what I mean, doing it, dude.
Yeah, it was fun. It was interesting. This was my first one, actually. You know what I mean? Actually, no bullshit.
No, shout out to Big T.
Yeah,
Big T, by the way.
Yeah, I did one to Big. I did my first show was with Big T, and I gotta get.
That's where I saw you. That's where I saw you first.
I gotta
actually,
get big up to Big T because that man right there, he's a phenomenal man. You know,
that's my brother right there.
Yeah, I try to invite him everywhere I go when it comes to these events that I throw, and I'm always gonna have him before anybody. You know, in fact, you know what I mean? Because he said he was not going to come to this event, we invited everybody else.
That's funny.
If he would have told me that he was going to come, you know what I mean, like when I asked him, you know, because he let me know that day that he was coming, so I'm like, God, we can't do that no more. Because the thing is, with me, it was more like I want to get all the eyes on him, and that's more money in his pocket, yeah. And on top of that, he brings more to the table. You know, he brings the edibles, the weed, and then. His persona, you know, he's a fucking funny ass doing good vibes.
Good larger than life. That's why, you know, he's one of my closest friends in comedy. And, you know, it's interesting because in comedy, there's different types of people, but he is the most genuine, most like pure hearted. Like he's the type of dude that he'll take the shirt off his back and give it to you. Like he's his name is like, he's helped me. I had a dent in the car. I went to a place. The guy took care of it. And you know what? He always looks out. So there's nothing you could ask better for. Shout out Big T, Tommy Farrell. Very funny guy. Amazing fucking dude. Fucking delicious edibles. Bake what your mama gave you. Shout out.
Yeah. I got to give a shout out, Bake what your mama gave you too. You know what I mean? That was the show that I did. And I got to give a shout out to his mother too. You know,
Carol Farrell.
Yeah, Carol Farrell. That was so. She's a funny one. You know.
I mean, look.
They funny. They just a funny couple.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Yeah, man. You know.
That's why I want to bring more people to his attention as well because like I want to bring Dione as well. Shout outs to Dione 6X. You know, that's
that's the singer, the little
Dione 6X. She's reggaeton, hip hop.
Amazing.
Yeah, very
Dude.
amazing. She's a sweetheart. Her team, shout out to the real Mike Swagger, Posh Elite. You know, yeah, you know, they're a good team. You know what I mean? And Mike has been there for her since the beginning. You know, I know both of these people since the get go. Great people. You know, I can see them become big, larger than life. You
Dude,
know?
and it's funny because she's so tiny,
Yeah.
but when she came out, yo, you would think that a giant was up there. The
Exactly.
energy that she brought
Exactly.
to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
performance, you could have sworn that she was fucking 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
You know what's funny? Like you see all these hip hop, like the ones that made it big.
they're tiny and shit. They're little
They
guys.
short as fuck. Why? You know, these cameras make everybody look so big and large and shit. But the truth is, you know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? It's, you know, it's just a camera. You know, because when you
Right.
see these people, they're fucking 5'4".
Tiny.
Yeah, you know, the smallest artists is out, the shortest artists out there are the ones that are making it. Right?
Yeah.
Because they have this strong vibe on them. Like I might be short, but I'm strong.
It's the energy
bro.
inside,
I got
yeah.
big energy, and you saw that firsthand.
Yo,
with
she
Naomi's
killed
success.
it. She killed it. And it's one thing, like, nobody, like, I don't know if people knew the songs or whatever it is, but the way people were jamming to it was
Yeah.
like they've been hearing it on the,
Yeah.
it was like the crazy, and the songs themselves were just fucking good.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, yeah.
good music.
Yeah,
Good music.
Yeah. Give out shout out to Mike Swagger for that. You know,
Shout
if you
out.
wanna
Shout
know
out.
more about Dioni, that's in Instagram. You can follow her at D for dog INI DIONNI 6X. So that's DIONNI 6X. She's a very good friend of mine. And then you can also follow her, you know what I mean, her team, you know, her manager
Let 'em know.
at Posh Elite is at POSH. Elite is ELITE. But yeah, they're great people, you know. Dioni, I know her for a very long time too, you know what I mean? But you see, and then we had Spider Cuz, bro.
Spider Cuz was
Yeah,
there.
shout
Yeah,
out
that
to
shit was
Spider
fucking
Cuz.
dope.
Yeah, man, he's a funny one too, you know what I mean? And I gotta give a shout out too, you know what I mean, to Jay Garcia. I don't know if you know Jay Garcia, you know Jay
That was the
Garcia?
first time I met him. But yo, the energy that he brought was phenomenal. He MC'd, he rapped,
Yeah,
he
he
fucking,
does
he's a
everything.
performer,
I
yo.
don't
That
know if
dude.
you heard the next day, you know, he let everybody know that he just got a part in a TV show, so in you know, in an upcoming movie too. So I gotta give a shout out.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out Jay Garcia,
Yeah,
dude.
you know what I mean? Jay Garcia is a funny character too. He's a good dude, you know. I had the pleasure of meeting him. Bro, I be meeting all these great individuals, you know, and I don't hate on nobody. If anything, I applaud them because they worked just as hard as I did.
Mm-hmm.
They just made it. You know what I mean? Just because you work and others made it, don't mean you're not gonna make it. You know?
Right. And it's, dude, it's cool because these are people that are in your, you know, trajectory. They're
Yeah.
like within your fucking periphery. That's the word I'm looking for. They're
There you
like, yeah. They're with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's somebody you could talk to. Somebody you can like, you know what I mean? So that's cool that like, you know, you get to see it.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know Jay Garcia because I had the pleasure of meeting him that same day you met him. You know what I mean? But I met him on, you know, Instagram and shit. Spoke to him, but you know, I mean, the guy's a good guy. You know what I mean? I would love to know more about him. You know, hang out with him in the future. But he also has clothing line too, the Jay Garcia clothing line. You know
Does
what
he
I mean?
really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, it reminds me of the JC. How JC did his logos and all that, but it's pretty dope. You know what I mean? So
That's
you know,
awesome.
you can have merch there too.
That's
But, bro,
awesome.
I'm digging your merch, man.
Thank you,
Let's
man.
talk about your merch, bro.
I mean,
You know what
listen,
like, I'm looking at your jacket.
it's-
I'm like, bro, yeah, it's pretty dope. You know,
so it's gonna come, man. This summer, I'm gonna do a whole art fashion show thing. I'm gonna mix I don't want to be in one fucking lane. Like I was telling you before, dude. I want to do everything. I want to
Yeah,
do
I'm with you, bro.
everything.
I'm with you. You see what I do.
Yeah, man.
I'm
Yeah,
with
man.
you. So, bro, the day you do it, let me know.
You're gonna know, dude. We
yeah.
were even talking about that. Like, yo, we want to next shows. We're gonna be doing it together, yo. Whatever the thing
Oh
is.
yeah, we do events out in New York. You know what I mean? If you want to follow me, you know,
Let
I'll
them
be
know.
right there. You know, Geo Envelopecityink. That's GeoEnvelopecityink. I know that shit was long, but that's just me, bro.
Listen, you gotta
I'm
let 'em
Geo,
know.
I'm Envelopecityink. So I just put the motherfuckers together.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Awesome.
You know, but there you can find. You're gonna see my videos. You know, the events that we threw. We throw some good events. We try to invite some. You know, put it this way: everybody that we invite, like I said, you experience it firsthand.
Dude, it was
The
dope.
people in there, you know, the atmosphere. We get, you know, security for nobody gets out of line. You know what I mean? And we get the right people. We get motivators. We get, you know, in fact, that event right there was more of of a party event. You know what I mean? Because what had happened that event was we were supposed to speak about what NFT is. Why is it so important that that you go to Twitter as the first step into NFT, and so forth. And we had some great speakers there. You know what I mean? Got to give a shout out to Mindset. Mindset is another one, and you'll understand who I'm talking about when I say Mindset on the Twitter space. And you're gonna start, well, I think you saw him, that tall guy with the nice little suit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's
very clean cut looking guy.
Yeah, that man right there, Mindset. He's
he was watching me draw. He's like, "Oh shit, you got that muscle memory." I'm like, "Yeah, I do it every day." Like, what do you expect?
Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, we got so many good people in there. But again, you know what I mean? I will try to tell people of what we were doing. Like we had the Blockquake, that little coin that I gave you. That's an exchange, a crypto exchange, happening in New York. So I got to give a shout out to Blockquake.
I think I met him. I think I met the dude. I think I met him. I have his card. Yeah, Antonio. Exactly. Yeah. He was there with an accounting guy.
Antonio. I got to give a shout out to Antonio. He's the CEO of Blockquake. Blockquake, listen up. You know what I mean? Right now, it's on WeFundMe. On WeFund, you can actually own a piece of the company. It's like owning on Coinbase. Can you imagine? Remember, it's like saying Walmart, right? Walmart is Walmart, but if you have no products in Walmart, it's just a company,
it's
right?
It's an
but
empty
they're still
fucking...
gonna make money. Why? Because everybody wants to put their products there. So
on the shelf.
So whether those products sell or not, they still getting money. So anybody who invested with the company gets paid.
That's interesting.
So think about Coinbase. Here's Coinbase, an exchange. Now they have other people who have coins putting their coins in this exchange, right? So no matter if these coins go green or red, meaning no matter if they're losing money or making money, anybody that sells or buys still has to pay what?
Right.
The exchange. Yeah, the exchange, the money.
It's so like stockbrokers.
Yeah, but think about it. This is the company. So you as an investor now, for the rest of your life, you're going to make passive income. What does that mean? That means that every third quarter or every 3 weeks, you know what I mean? You're making 2,000, 5,000, 20,000. You know what I mean? You can make up to 100,000 every 3 weeks, 4 weeks. That's passive income. That's going to be there forever. Why? Think about crypto. Everybody's getting into crypto. Let's face it. That's the new money.
Who was telling me that with the whole situation in Ukraine? Was it you that's all they have access to is just crypto?
No. Well, we're talking about Russia. You know
Russia, because they did the sanctions or whatever it is.
Because of sanctions and everything that was, with the banks and all that. They couldn't have access to money. But now that wasn't an issue no more because, even though the government is controlling the banks and all that, crypto is uncontrollable. You can't control something that's controlled by the world as a unit, It's like, in this country, you keep printing money. That's why they say the dollar has no value other than what we make it to.
Right.
You know what I mean? But here comes crypto now that it's a digital form of paying one person to another. There's a market, meaning there's a market, meaning there's money in there. But the difference is that money, right, can't be touched by banks. So it's like saying you have money in your bank. You can't go to your bank and say, I want my whole money. Let's say you have $1 million.
Right, because they're using your fucking money to get rich on it.
And basically. You know how they're using your money? They're taking that same money that you put there to save and put it in the stocks.
Right, and they're investing it.
All this money, and guess how much they're giving you?
Nothing.
They're giving 0.00001%.
Nothing.
That means they just gave you 5 cents out of each dollar they probably made, or less.
Even less.
I mean?
It's like a point something of a cent.
So you're not making shit, right? And then people wonder why we're tired of dealing with banks. Like, bro, why can't we all make money? If you're going to use my money, give me some, motherfucker. You know what I mean? If not, leave my shit there, right? It's not your money to touch. But banks don't give a fuck.
Because it's there. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
Because they guarantee when you want to get it, we'll give it to you.
But just not all of it.
Not all of it, yeah. Depends on how much it is.
Yeah. Well, if you got $100, they're going to give you your whole shit. You got to worry about that. But
if you show up to a bank and you're like, I need $100,000 out of my account right now.
Yeah, you're talking about, 100 to 200 grand. I want it now. You can't have that. But in crypto, it's a good thing. Oh, and not only that, let's say I want to send money to a friend of mine who's in London or in Japan.
Now you got to pay an exchange fee.
Yeah, you got to pay an exchange fee. And these people got to wait 2 or 3 days or a couple of hours before they get that. But here's crypto that I can send it to you in a split of a second. Yo, you got that? Yeah. And he's in London. I'm in New York. You got that? Yeah, I got that. Good looks. Okay. You know what I mean? Here is a market cap, It's like saying I have a balloon. Just put this way, right? I have a balloon in the middle of the ocean, and in that balloon is all the money that us investors put in. And in that ocean, you have all these boats trying to get into this balloon, but they keep bouncing. There's no access. There's no access. Why? Because everybody in there has their own identity,
Right.
their own code that only they can open it, right? To take money out. So that means that my money in the crypto, whatever crypto,
Nobody can touch it besides you.
yeah, well, nobody can touch it besides me. So there's no banks who try to use my money. There's nobody else trying to use that money and invest it. That's just there, just lingering.
It's interesting. So if everybody takes their money out and puts it into crypto,
Exactly. Like, think about
fucks
it.
the banks, right? But
No, it is fucking the banks up. Why? You
but
think?
what happens then if the banks get fucked?
Well, no. It's not if. It's not if.
It's when.
And fuck. We gotta take out that word because they're not getting fucked. If anything, they've been fucking us for years.
For years, but
So it's not like they're getting fucked. It's that they're getting. It's that we're getting smarter. You know what I mean? We're in a society where digital is
Everybody can be-
accessible to
yeah, yeah.
everybody. Like, we all could do things with our phones, with our computers. You know what I mean? We don't even have to go to an office to make money. In fact, we don't have to do shit for another to make money. If you're smart and you are just like you, coming out here and taking chances, you make your own bread. You don't need nobody else.
right.
But right now it's all about digital, bro. Like, the banks don't care about you, right? Think about it. They want to use your money. Here are free people. I pay my taxes. This is what I got left. I could put it whatever I want. I'm putting it into crypto, right? I don't have to put it in the bank no more. If I want to put it in regular stock, I could put it in regular stocks too, right? But now everybody's getting smart, and this is what I'm saying. If you're into stock, just be cautious on that, because now you should be putting money into crypto, because crypto is coming whether we like it or not. Because every free man and woman is doing what? This is my money.
Right.
I already paid you your taxes. Why are you forcing me to not put my money here? I'm gonna start putting. So the more people put it, the bigger it gets, and the banks go like this.
And it's interesting because like even with like the Bored Apes Yacht Club,
Yeah.
so they started giving money back to people that were buyers or whatever it is. So now you kind of make money off your investment.
Yeah.
So now your NFT is actually income.
Yeah.
It's income literally because the type of NFT you got.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing is that like it's come to that because that NFT, from what I've heard, I just know about this from what my other friend tells me. They made so much money with the Bored Ape Yacht Club because I guess whoever's working it knows how to take that money, spin it, and make that thing worth even more money.
Yeah.
That now they're just giving thousands back to investors. The initial guys that bought it or whatever it is?
They even got the ape coins too. You know what I mean? Now
Really?
They got these ape coins. And it's crazy because when it first came out, they first it was like not even a half-hour drop, not even a 20-minute drop. You know what I mean? And the thing was like about $7.
Damn.
And we told everybody in our space, buy, and people were just buying. And look at this shit right now. It went up to almost like $20.
Yeah.
But it's still gonna go higher. You know what I mean? So I always tell people, get into crypto. You know what I mean? Of course, be smart. Always do your research. I always tell people, 90% of any stock is research. That means you wake up early in the morning. You for regular stocks, go to Jim Cramer. You know what I mean? Go to him. Go to Poor Man, Rich Dad. Go to just do research. Do research on these Fortune 500 investors. Why are they investing on these coins? Once you see these coins, don't just invest. See why. Is it a hype or real coin? Because,
and some of the coins like Ethereum has a utility purpose to it. So therefore, the applications where it gets put into also, because you know what I mean, the more things that come about that these things can be applied to, the more valuable the coin becomes because now there's actual purpose for it. It's kind of like a moving part in the vehicle or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, I tell you this much, you know what I mean? It's all about, the utilities. You're right about that, especially with the games, you know what I mean? Because a lot of these things are about games. How much money people spend on games?
Right.
So you think about, you're going to be able to use these coins to buy things that you normally buy, whether it be a game or in real life. Right now, it's this thing called wax.io. Just go look it up. You know what I mean? You look at companies that are going into this wax.io. And the reason I say is because, remember, 90% of investment is to do research. You know what I mean? Why am I going to put my money into something that I don't know about if it's real or not? if it's going to go up or not. But most importantly, if it's not being dictated by, the economy, that what's going on. You think about Russia and Ukraine, the war they're going, what's happened to the economy as we're speaking now. So
Yeah.
everything is always, always got to do research on everything, before you invest, But, to me, it's all about, knowing the crypto period, and gaming is going to be big. And
Gaming, yeah, that's going to be a big, because I think virtual reality and people are going to be living in games, and it's like the metaverse is going to be an interesting thing also.
Yeah.
So, I was actually talking to somebody who asked me about like, well, the metaverse, what about it, this and that. And I was like, you know what, it's actually kind of interesting because I do see value of it going up in like the property. Because let's say you're living next door to somebody that's like, you know what I mean? Maybe there's certain incentives to live in certain communities in the metaverse. Maybe there's certain things like, the Board 8 Yacht Club where like, you get certain money back for buying into it. So I'm excited to see how it's all going to play itself out.
No, it's a lot of staking too. You know what I mean? Like, you can stake your coins. Like, you could put your coins to be borrowed or bought from others. You know what I mean? And you get stake. You get paid through that. It's just like so much money to be made. It's just about educating yourself, figuring out what's what, how to work. The different apps and what apps are available to you, because not everything is available to you here in New York, but doesn't mean it's not available to you in Connecticut or in Jersey.
Interesting.
So right here in New York, I can't have a crypto wallet, not a crypto wallet, a crypto NFT wallet. Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? I mean, it's just not for now. I can't get it here.
Really?
So there's so many people who have a better opportunity than others because of where they live, if they're located, if they do the research. I mean, because what happens is that if I could open a wallet here, and those people down there is going to want to buy things in this wallet, and I can buy it first to them, in the second hand, I can sell it for more. You know what I mean? So it's like an investment. A lot of people make money off that. You know what I mean? So a lot of and this NFT world is more like they made it into a stock, they made it into an art gallery. They made it into an e-commerce where you could just buy and sell shit that we buy every day. You see what McDonald's did. McDonald's just put their own pattern for the metaverse to have McDonald's all over throughout the metaverse. Now
that's advertising.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Because hey, listen. Look, and now, like I was saying,
eyes on the product.
Yeah. It's like I was saying about Wax. Wax.io. You should look at it. You know what I mean? Wax.io. You got people you got companies like Mattel. They deal with toys for kids.
Right.
You have Sony. They deal with
electronics,
TV,
entertainment, right? PlayStation, games.
Exactly. So you got Atari. You have you have different companies, and you're even looking at Disney World. And if I'm not mistaken, and don't quote me on this, please, but do your own research. From what I heard, it was that that Disney was looking into Wax.io too.
Interesting.
So yeah. So the only reason they're doing this because Wax.io is a eco-friendly it's its own blockchain. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So when you got different companies going into an eco-friendly, blockchain like Wax.io, you ask yourself, okay, it's in research to research those big Fortune 500 companies and put my money where they're going at. Right now, Wax.io is at 0.25 cents. You know what I mean? And it's because for when I'm research, I'm looking at this as more like they're letting all these big companies come in, let that stock come up, and then they're gonna let the rest of the world go in. Because they make it, it's not like they make it hard, but it is a little difficult to try to open your wallet if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
So I guess they could be a little, friendly when it comes to opening your own wallet and letting people just
figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out without making it 3 different apps that you gotta download.
Right. That's what.
Yeah. But you know what I mean. So that's how I was. That's how I was introduced to Wax.io. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is faster way. I don't know. But you got in Wax. You got remember Cabbage Patch Kids?
Yeah.
They got those cards in there.
Really?
NFT. They got baseball cards in there, and that's NFTs. So
really?
These are trading platforms where it's
with like actual blue chip, not blue chip, but like known things that aren't going to go anywhere. Kind
so
of.
You actually saw how many people are going to be looking at these platforms.
Millions of people.
Especially collectors, because collectors like collecting these rare shit, especially in the digital form.
And speculators,
Yeah.
right? Because that's like people who want to just figure, all right, this is something new. Let me put a little bit of money here, put a little money there.
Yeah. Like in fact, right now we're doing this friend of mine, you know what I mean, and he's doing this Brad, he's doing this his a drop on wax that IO,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I should let me see, man. I'm gonna send it to you where you can put it
Yeah.
up for them. And in this wax is $22. You get an NFT, which is music NFT, but you also have there's only 222 of them, right?
So it's a rare.
It's gonna be rare, but it's gonna be 2 pairs of sneakers, $800 sneakers that I'm gonna be designing just for you. If you're a winner, I hope
That's
you
dope.
win. Yeah,
That's
man.
dope.
You don't know. You know what I mean? It's $22. You can't go wrong. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? The wax dial, you know, one wax is at 0.25 cents. You know what I mean? 22 cents. You know, so you know you could do that. But yeah, you get $800 kicks from me. You know, I'll design them personally for you. That means I'll buy the sneakers, I'll design them. All you gotta do is hit me up. You know, my name is Geo. You'll see all my information once you get to that wax.io. You'll hit me up. I'll talk to you personally, like I'm talking to you right now, and you tell me the colors, what you like. You know, I'll have like a one-on-one with you for a half hour. That way, you know, we can
You get to understand.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
get to know you. I like getting to know people, especially if you want one of my cakes. You know, I would like to talk
yeah,
to
because
you
it's a
for an
piece of your
hour.
art.
Yeah, you know, you get to know me, I get to know you, and you know, and once you get the sneakers, you're gonna enjoy them that much more because who knows, I might throw you something in there. You know what I mean? I like giving
Listen,
shit away, bro.
awesome.
You know,
It's always a
It-
fucking.
yeah, you know, it depends on how the conversation goes. You know what I mean? I'm a people person. I love people. I want to educate people. I want to help people. You know, again, you know, I do this for 2 reasons. Well, actually, I do it for many reasons, but my reasons right now is my 2 boys and my daughter. You know what I mean? I got
Family,
a
listen.
2-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 13-year-old, bro. You know what I mean? My 2-year-old and my 3-year-old is the ones that are looking at me right now, bro. And he's my biggest critic. My 3-year-old.
That's funny.
Yeah, he looks at my sneakers. He'd be like, hmm. Then when I finish them, he'd be like, wow,
That's how
you
you know.
did that, daddy. You did that. I'm like, yeah, the ones that you didn't like. You're like, oh, you know. And then like, when I finish, yeah, she looked ugly. You know what I mean? Before, so
That's
you know.
funny. That's
But he's
cute too, though.
Yeah, he's my biggest critic, man. You know, my little man. You know, but yeah, bro. You know, I'm just trying to make it, bro. You know, one day at a time. I don't give up, no matter how
Never
many
give up,
people
dude.
may doubt you. You can't give up, and many people will doubt you. Even those closest to you, bro.
Those are the ones that'll doubt you the most.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I lost my baby mama because you know, in her mind, I was being a fool, wasting my time. Even if I'm wasting my time, I don't want to wake up one day and say, "What if?"
Yep.
Fuck that shit.
You want. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you know.
Also, you gotta understand one thing that I realized with art. If you look at like the great artists, a lot of them only hit success later on in life, man. It's one of these things that, and most collectors want to see that you're serious about this.
Yeah.
And like,
You want to hear something funny? Statistics tell you that a lot of people make it when they hit their 50s.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
because that's when you fucked up so many times and
Yeah.
you've made that you now know everything to
Yeah.
do, not do, and also figure like this: if you've been working, let's say you started working at something in your fucking 20s.
Yeah.
By the time you hit your 50s, it's been 30 years in
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
So you've made connections, you've talked to this person, you've that. So
Yeah.
things tend to fall
Yeah.
into place, you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, you look at all these presidents. You never seen a young president, right?
There's a reason for that. There's
a reason for that, right?
You
Because
gotta
you
do
know,
shit.
yeah, and in people's minds, when you get to a certain age, you know, you get to the point where shit, bro, you start seeing everything. Everything becomes that matrix type shit. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I took the blue pill. Fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? You know, your whole fucking mind. Yo, I remember, and I still feel like it was yesterday, bro. I used to work for Canada Dry, and in my job, I'm driving my forklift. And days before that, every day before that, I'm just driving my forklift like I'm dead, like I'm a zombie. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just this is my job. You know, boom, 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 drop, take the trucks out, bring them back. You know, and one day, I don't know. And this is, I believe in God, bro. I believe that God is powerful. I believe He gave me this life for a reason. Everything I went through was for a reason as well. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? I am very grateful for that. You know, but one day I'm just driving this forklift and I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. I started, somebody told me something. I started doing stocks and I started researching. And one day I just sold my stocks. I just put fucking $500. It was at $2,000. I'm like, what the fuck? And right at that moment, bro, I was like, it was like my whole life was just gray. And all of a sudden, I just saw colors. It was like everything was bright. It was like, holy shit. And I swear, I don't know if, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, don't understand the feeling. One day you're gonna realize, and you're gonna wake up to this feeling, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit, this is what this felt like." Like everything
You saw the
around me
light.
became different. Like, holy shit, like I was looking at the same place for years, but today, and from that day on, everything was different. Even today, like I didn't quit my job, but my job was sold, so I took that chance, because I was work all my life, so I took that time right there to go and take unemployment, because they were giving more.
Yeah.
So I took it and I wrote it for the whole year, and and here I am today. I haven't made it yet, but
Listen,
little
you're
by little, bro.
chasing the dream.
Oh
man.
yeah, we can't give up, bro. You gotta
Never.
keep going, bro.
Dude, we've been fucking going at this point. It's almost an hour. That's it.
Yeah, man. Listen, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been with us for that whole hour. I hope we made sense somewhat.
Listen, it's we did the best we could.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's been a pleasure, dude. It's been an awesome
Yeah.
conversation. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed talking to you, man. I love I loved actually that Tommy Gunn or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Got in the interview, because that just adds to it.
Yeah, he was a funny guy. He was rapping his ass off.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
But dude,
no,
what
go
were you
ahead.
gonna say? What were you gonna say? I was gonna say thank you so much, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate
No,
it.
for real, bro. Thank you
Dude.
so much, man. It was a pleasure. Bro, man, I think your art is phenomenal, bro. I really dig your art, bro. So,
Thank you, man.
Geo Envelopecityink. Thank you. Stay tuned.
And this is another episode of the Break Oleg podcast, guys. Peace out.